Good afternoon and welcome to this edition of Maymay Made It, hosted by the Grill Father. Today is opening day of football season in the South and we're just thrilled about football. We love football here. And one of our favorite things to make is a buffalo chicken cheese dip. Now I got this recipe from an opposing team fan who's a cousin of mine. But we really like it and every time we make it everybody seems to enjoy it. So I'm going to show you how to do it today. We're having a big party tonight to watch the opening game. And so I'm making a double batch, so it'll be a little bit more than normal, but we'll kind of show you how things go as we go along. All right? On the blog, we're going to post the recipe, and if you need to make a big batch, you can just double it, okay? So that's how we'll go. We're going to start out with some chicken. Now, you can do this a couple of different ways. You can fix it with, boil your chicken breast and then pull it, but we're kind of in a crunch for time, so we're going to use canned chicken today. It takes a lot of chicken to make the double batch. Normally we would use the larger cans, but we got these on a good deal, so we got the 5-ounce cans. It takes 4 of those for the normal batch. We're going to be using 8 of those today. All right, so we've already drained it, so we're just going to pour it in the bowl. All right, that's our chicken in the bowl. Now, after that, you're going to be adding some additional ingredients to this. We use ranch dressing, and we like the Hidden Valley Ranch. Normally we would use 8 ounces of that, but we're going to double that today, so 16 ounces or a cup and a half. So it's pretty simple stuff. I'm just going to squirt her in there. That's real attractive. Sorry about the sound effects.
And the mess you're making on my counter.
It'll clean up. You can't make food without making a mess, right? So I just pour it in. Nothing special about that. No special technique as far as that goes.
That's a man technique.
Oh, that's right. You got to use your fingers if you're a man.
Man technique.
Yeah, I guess I should be using a utensil. But anyway, my hands are clean. I did go fishing today, but I do think they're clean. All right, so normally it's 8 ounces, but again, we doubled that today. We also use cream cheese, an 8-ounce block, but again, we're doubling today, so we'll be doing 2 of those.
Do you soften it, or is it?
Yeah, normally I let it sit out for a little while and let it soften. This is not real softened, but I think it'll still work. Just takes us a little bit longer to mix it up. You're going to preheat your oven to 350. So we've already got that going, so it's already warm and ready for us to go. After you get all the ingredients mixed up, you're going to put it in the oven on 350 and you're going to let it cook for about 20 minutes. And once it gets done, which is really just heating it all together, you're going to let it sit out and cool, because if you try to serve it when it's hot, it just goes everywhere. So you want to let it cool after you take it out, probably for about 15 or 20 minutes.
Now, express the importance of the cooling of this recipe.
Okay.
Tell them what happened when we didn't let it cool that one time we were taking it
The
somewhere.
importance of letting it cool is that if you don't, and you put it in your car, it will come out of the bottle. It really does have to cool down so it kind of gets solid again, because it's really liquidy after it's been cooked. So you want to make sure you let it cool before you try to serve it, or transport it anywhere for that matter. Okay, so we got those ingredients together. I haven't put the cream cheese in yet. Okay, so we're going to be using Frank's hot sauce. You can use the buffalo sauce, but I like the original hot sauce better, so that's the one that I use. Because we normally would use 6 ounces of this, because we're making a double batch, we're going to use the whole bottle. So you're just pretty much going to open it and pour it in. And this is going to be really, really good. All right, the cream cheese is a little bit too firm, so I'm going to put it in the microwave for like 20 seconds just to kind of soften it up a little bit. You don't want to put it in there too long, because it'll really get messed up if you do. All right, I forgot the grated cheese. This is going to go on top of the dish after we serve it up. And I think our cream cheese is ready. Yeah, that's a lot softer. Cool. All right, so we're just going to dump this all in here together, just like so. I don't have anything to mix it with. I forgot that part.
It's man cooking.
Man cooking, that's right. We have to just kind of do it on the fly. Women seem to be so much more prepared than we are when it comes to making stuff. All right, so we're just kind of mixing this all together into a big goulash.
It does not look as good as it tastes, I have to be honest. It's so delicious.
Well, you know, it's what it tastes like that makes it right.
What it looks like doesn't matter.
Yeah, in the preparing stages, I guess it's not quite as pretty.
Didn't you used to mix the cream cheese and the ranch together and then pour it in there?
Sometimes.
Why'd you change that?
I don't know.
Is this easier?
Well, I don't guess it really makes that much difference.
I just always thought you mixed them together.
I usually, you know, take the chicken. Sometimes I take the chicken and just put it straight into the pan, then mix all the sauces together and just kind of pour it on the top. But for time crunch, sometimes this works just as well. All right, so once we've got it mixed up good, we're just going to pour it in a big casserole dish.
Did you
And
say
I'm sorry,
pour it? Like a southern man? Pour it.
I am at least using a utensil this time.
It's true. You don't have your hands slide there.
All right, so we've got it all mixed up together now. Got it in the dish. Looking a little bit more like a casserole. Not quite as disgusting as before. Once you get it together like that, it's pretty simple. You're just going to put a bag of cheese on top of it. You have to be careful not to use too much cheese because it can get really greasy. So on a double-sized dish like this, I'm going to use about 8 ounces probably. But you really just want to kind of sprinkle it over there and get a good layer on the top without, you know, just like drowning it in it. So I got this 8-ounce bag and we'll see how that goes. This is kind of a look and see deal more than it is an exact science.
What is that, sharp cheddar?
Yeah, sharp cheddar, sorry.
Does it matter?
I don't think it does. Really.
I think it does. I think sharp is better. I think it gives it another bite, another flavor layer.
Well, you know, I'm a big sharp cheddar fan, so.
Me too.
Yeah, it's going to take pretty much this whole bag to cover it, so.
It's a big casserole. It's hard to see on there, but that's really, really a big casserole dish. I don't know the measurement of it. But we used to do it in a 13 by 9 when we did it in half, but that's a much bigger pan than that.
You actually could probably put more cheese in here than what I just did, but this will be okay, I think. We're just going to kind of spread it out. And I'm sure that I'm not doing this like a professional chef would do it, but it's good enough for my house.
Well, we all have a problem with that, by the way.
Well, you know, you could.
There'll be none left, so
yeah,
that'll show you.
Gone when the night's over with. So anyway, once we get it here, then we're going to just put it in the oven for 20 minutes on 350, and I'll see you back in a few minutes to let you see what it looks like. Okay, so that's the picture of it in the oven as we're just putting it in. And again, we're going to leave it in for about 20 minutes, and then we'll show you what it looks like afterwards. We'll be right back. All right, the timer's going off, so we're ready. So we want to stop that. Now let's see what we're looking at.
Oh, gooey and
that looks
bubbly.
pretty good. It's not quite brown enough on the top, so we're going to put it in for about 3 more minutes and see how it looks after that. So, all right, so now we're ready. Let's see what we look like here. Yeah, see, that's a little bit darker. Let's go with that. Now, as you can see from looking at it, it's still pretty juicy, pretty runny, okay? So that's what I was talking about the importance of letting it cool before you serve it, because that'll all firm up before it's over with. All right, so this, it's really hot, so.